Rolls-Royce Cullian Series 2 Black Badge Review. Luxury with attitude. Black Badge is Rolls-Royce's moody sub-brand, offering a more sporty and refined version of the Cullinan. This treatment was applied to the Cullinan in late 2019, with the aim of offering a ready-customised version for younger, edgier clients, who can find around £50,000 more than buyers of the regular Cullinan. The Black Badge Series 2, the mid-2024 facelifted Cullinan, arrives at the same time as the regular version, with production starting after the summer break and deliveries likely to commence next spring. The new Black Badge has minimal mechanical changes, but a worthwhile set of cosmetic evolutions. There are more black accents than before, and the air intakes now have their vanes angled differently from those in the regular car. The main change is to the appearance of the front end, with the new grille having crisper edges, less roundness. There's a new V-shape to the area under the grille, and there are new daytime running lights which have a slightly slimming effect on the front end. There are reshaped air intakes. The rear end also gets some visual tweaks, new surrounds for the exhaust exits, a more prominent bash plate, and the sides. Mechanically, very little has changed. The increase in wheel size from 22 to 23 inches has required the engineers to recalibrate the air suspension. Under the vast bonnet you find exactly what you found before. A 48-valve twin-turbo 6.75-litre V12, essentially the same as that employed in the Phantom and Ghost. Here it makes 591 bhp and 664 pounds, featuring there's no hybridization. Unavoidably, because it's a big V12 pulling a heavy, unaerodynamic car, it's not clean or frugal. The official fuel consumption figures are 16.8, 17.7 mpg, and the CO2 emissions are 363 to 380 grams per kilometre. The engine drives all four wheels through an 8-speed automatic transmission. There's no manual gear shifting by paddles or sticks. You engage gear with a stalk on the steering column. The Cullinan Black Badge Series 2 is a whopper, a foot longer than the Range Rover and slightly wider but not as tall, and the occupants benefit hugely from this cubic capacity. The aluminium space frame is a version of the hardware also used in the Phantom, Ghost and Spectre. The body is predominantly aluminum too. The suspension system uses a double wishbone front axle and a 5-link rear axle. It has electronically actuated active anti-roll bars and electronically controlled dampers. In off-road mode, the air suspension increases the car's height by 40 mm to improve clearance over rocks and ruts. The gearing and traction control are automatically adjusted to cope with loose surfaces. For such a tall, heavy car, it rides and corners well. The calibration adjustments to the suspension have been done very well on the road. The brakes could be more powerful. Don't be fooled by the red calipers fitted as standard to the Black Badge. These are nothing trick. On the Black Badge, low button on the gear stalk is a sport mode in all but name. On the Black Badge, it lets a little more noise into the cabin. In the back, the car feels more like floating than riding along on big wheels. The fake night sky can be oddly calming. The Rolls-Royce Cullinan Black Badge Series 2 is a new SUV that offers a more modern and urban feel than the regular Cullinan. The interior features a 600-litre boot, a top hinged hatch, and a bottom hinged lower section for easy access. The cabin is more digital than before, with digital instruments, soft keys under the touchscreen, and a belt and braces approach without feeling cluttered. The heater controls are entirely physical, making them easy to adjust on the move without taking your eyes off the road. There are two versions of the Cullinan, the regular Cullinan and the Black Badge. The Black Badge has more black or grey hue on the outside, such as door handles, grille, Spirit of Ecstasy bonnet mascot, window surrounds and rubbing strip. The wheels have also been changed, with a new 10-spoke design finished in gloss black and silver, giving a good view of the red brake calipers. The inside of the dash is made of carbon fibre, with 23 leaves finished with 6 coats of lacquer before being left to cure for 72 hours, and then hand-polished. The Black Badge has more power and torque, up by 28 bhp and 37 pound-feet on the regular car, giving a 0.1 second improvement in the 0 to 62 miles per hour time, and a slightly louder exhaust note. However, a wealthy customer can work with the bespoke department to turn a silver badge into something closely akin to a black badge or vice versa. There are other big and expensive SUVs such as the Bentley Bentayga and Range Rover, but they offer a slightly different kind of luxury and are dynamically sharper. The Ferrari Purosangue has the glamorous name and price, but is much lower and less roomy, and doesn't pretend to have any significant off-road ability. From Rolls-Royce's point of view, its customers tend to be so rich that they don't need to choose between a Rolls-Royce and a Ferrari, they buy both. In conclusion, the Rolls-Royce Cullinan Black Badge Series 2 offers a more modern and urban feel than the regular Cullinan. The carbon fiber dash is well executed but at odds with traditional ideas of how a Rolls interior should look and feel.